what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Trying for every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that.
Ain't that what they say? Take a deep breath and step out the door, baby. How y'all doing? It is Tuesday. It's Big Tuesday, baby. It's debate night. Bart Larson was the first one to jump in, followed by Jeanette Miller and Debbie Capran. Let me see. Annette Serrano was here. Bruce Preston, Daniel Solomon, thank you very much. Jeanette Miller, Debbie Hopewell, thank you. Tamara Harrington, thank you, baby. I got your card. I got mail. I got mail from a lot of people. Kelly Harris is here. Bunny Griffin, thank you very much. Patty Turtle, thank you. First time I've seen that one in there. Thank you very much. Dorothy Tyndall, always a pleasure, baby. Thank you for everything you do. Kat Halster, Mandy's Candy. Mandy's Candy's in the room, so is Reva. Milo's Ranch is here from north central Montana. Really? Central Montana. Boy, that's beautiful land up there. I hear. I almost made it there one day. Anyway, Gina from New York's here. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. I love you back. Take care of yourself. I need to see you soon. Anyway, let me jump on. David Ritchie's here. I mean, we got a boatload. We already got like lots of messages already. Let me jump down here. Bravo Chick. Stephanie is here. Carol DeBurs, thank y'all. Man, this is not working. Which is kind of reflective of my day. I just got home just a few minutes ago. There it is, I think. And it's been a rather busy day. But I'm looking forward to tonight. Got the big debate tonight. The Walls Vance debate. And so we got that going on. We're all pumped up and ready for that. I won't lie to you right now. I'm watching a little bit of news before I came in here, and boy, howdy shit, there's missiles flying, and things are escalating in the Middle East. They are going to escalate more, I think. And that bothers me. It worries me. And a lot could happen in the next 30 days. And so it's something that we all need to be concerned about, something we all need to keep our eye on. Tonight, though, is the big debate, and I've got my money on Tim Walz tonight. And yeah, I Miss Chick, I'm just bought a refrigerator today.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, no good for me. No, I spent all damn. You ever have one of those days where you go to the first place and you go, oh, that's good. Okay, I could do with that one. And then you get that thing, well, let's go see if we can get it cheaper somewhere else. So let's go somewhere else. We did. We went someplace else, and then somebody else told me about someplace else. And I went to that third place. Long story short, I ended up back at the first place I went, bought the damn thing. I was tired, sweating to death all day in my damn truck, chasing a damn because I'm trying to save a few bucks, and I just went back to the damn first place. Said, give me that one. And
So you still haven't learned that lesson in your life?
No, I have not. I'm still.
You know what's even easier, John, is you can do all of that shopping at home online before you go pick it up.
Being reflective at the moment, I'm considering the thought that maybe I should have just gone online and bought the stupid thing and
Mm-hmm.
I spent the day because I've honked at drivers today. I flipped the bird at a few. I've had a rough fucking day. Yes, my son's over there, Dad. You need to go home. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. You don't want to be any of those.
No. I'm trying to maintain my
some serenity, John. Just a little serenity.
That's all I need. Just that. And
sometimes you just need to stop and sip your iced tea.
Sometimes you just need to flip the person off that cut you off twice on purpose. Too. On purpose.
Because, they deserve it sometimes.
Well,
yeah.
I shouldn't have done that, though.
But anyways, John, before we get started,
what
do you want to say
happy
birthday
to
Jimmy Carter?
Yes, I did. I thought you was going to call that one of our blue dots. I'm sorry. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. 100 years old. I don't give a shit what you think about his term as president. He is the best example of what an ex-president should be. He has been a shining example for all these decades. I always looked at Jimmy Carter because you know me. I have a problem with religion sometimes.
Yeah.
That man showed what it was. That's when I point to people and go, yeah, okay. I don't know if he's up there or not, but you win the prize if he is. You're getting in, baby. Anyway, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter. I wish we had another 100 for you, buddy. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Indeed. 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
a life well lived.
A life very well lived. A life of reward. And yeah. The biggest thing I remember about that time is the raw fucking deal that was made to get the hostages out of Iran on the day Ronald Reagan took over. You think that deal wasn't laid in the grass before he got there? Oh, yes, it was, baby. And we gave up a whole lot. Well, he stood up there and acted like he just threatened them. And no, we paid him. That's what we fucking did.
Well, even though a whole lot of shenanigans started in the Nixon era.
Right.
At least in our lifetime.
Yes.
I'm not going to go. There were shenanigans way back, but.
Way back.
In our lifetime history, the next biggest shenanigans happened during the Reagan administration.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
It
was the ramp up of the 2025, what they call the mandate. They started ramping that up during his administration. Got away with a whole shit.
Over my lifetime, I look back at several major events in history as marking points. Of course, in my very young youth, what first brought me to realization of what it was, what did politics mean? What did that mean? And that was with the assassination of John F. Kennedy, when I was living right here in Corpus Christi as a young boy, and about 10 years old or so. And that incident solidified a lot in my life. The next big lesson in life came with Nixon. There's your big introduction into politics 101. Fuck you, you screwed up. And and then after that, it was I know where I stand. I know where I stand. Always will. Yeah. Anyway, hey, let me send out a couple of thank yous to Tamara Harrington and Connie, who came in with a $20 donation through Super Chat. Thank you, Tamara. And Mark Harold, who came in with $5, said, "Hey, John, democracy is going to be okay. Vance is a jerk, and fuck Trump." I think
He
you took
said,
the words right out of Bernadette's mouth. Fuck Trump.
right?
Uh,
She'll be sending you a bill for that.
yeah, I am sure. Let me see here. Get George up here. George got his hand up there. Yeah, I am. Are y'all going to be? Are you going to? You gonna have an event in the Discord room tonight?
I don't know. We haven't discussed that yet that I know of.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
Thought
I
I
mean,
might
we
check
can do what we did last time. We do this show, and at 9 o'clock Eastern time, the debate starts. Of course, they've started talking about it since 4 o'clock.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
But we can
Yeah.
skip all that. And what we did last time was we were just hovering in the Blue Room voice channel and watching, in our own rooms, our own houses,
Yeah.
on mute, and then we'd come in and talk about it during the breaks.
There you go. Well, I might do that with y'all if anybody's going to be
Okay.
there. Anyway, George.
Oh yeah.
George, are you with us?
Yes, I am, John. I'm here.
Good. Are you fired up for a debate tonight?
Oh, yeah, I can't
Ready
wait.
for the rumble?
Yeah, I'm ready for the rumble. I'm ready for Coach to wrap up the game with
There you go.
against
There
Cats
you
and
go.
Dogs either.
Right.
Well,
And
he's
did I
been.
hear right that Vance was practicing with Elena Hababababa?
Oh,
Elena,
Lord.
habba.
Right?
Elena Habadabadoo.
What I've seen, and I have not seen much, was that Vance, or let me get this right, Walls was playing down his debate tonight. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint Kamala, and yep, my mind just where was it? Yep, squirrel. Anyway, and they were building up Vance. It's going to be strong for Vance tonight. That's what I saw. All everything that Vance is going to say tonight, I am approaching with, well, that's a bunch of bullshit, because that's all they have on that side, and I don't know what they're going to come out. But
And again, they won't be live fact checking him on the channel, but on their CBS blog, they'll be live checking him. It's part of the rules. They won't come on if they get live checked. They don't like that. Whatever. We know they're lying. As soon as they open their mouths, they lie. It's part of their game.
My
Vance, he already said that he make up a story for of whatever kind he has to get to the end game.
Go ahead and call it out, John.
I'm gonna have to. That's really good. That's a shocker right there. Let me call out Kay Allen, my darling in D.C. came in with a $20 donation and said, "I am here and ready for tonight. Fuck Donald J. Trump and love you, John. I love you back, Kay." I adore that woman. I really do. She is a kick in the butt. And Stephanie came in, boy, howdy shit, with a $500 donation and said, "Put that towards the new fridge, Papa Dot. Love you." Stephanie, that's way above and beyond, baby. I appreciate it tremendously. And talking about way and beyond, Shaking Me Bones came in with a very nice donation and said, "I have misplaced my lone can of Billy beer. Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter. Love you." Oh, yes, I knew a guy that had a six-pack unopened, and I was wondering if he still had it, and I assume he does. And Keith Thompson, that Marine, came in with $2 and said, "Hello, Blue Dots. Get the popcorn ready." Boy, howdy shit. Y'all, that's very kind of y'all. Very kind of y'all. And I appreciate it
Very
tremendously. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day. It has. I've sweated my ass off all day long, and it was irritating, And I ended up, and you're right. I should have, I could have gone online, bought the same damn refrigerator from the same damn place without leaving the couch.
Well, you could have done the research without leaving the couch.
Well,
and
I
then
kind
gone.
of did. I kind of did, but I wanted to go and get because I wanted it today. I wanted it today because the damn refrigerator's been out for days, and this is where my mind is, folks. As I got the refrigerator, but it will be delivered Monday.
Oh,
So I stopped on the way home, bought 5 bags of ice, and went in the refrigerator to Tennessee, do my visit, get back here by the 18th.
okay.
It's about 2 weeks. It's about
For
almost 2 weeks.
departure.
Huh?
What did you have in mind for departure?
Monday the 7th, I think it is, or whatever. My kids have a con this weekend, so it's this next coming Monday. That's the day the refrigerator is supposed to be delivered.
Oh.
If I hit the road then, I could take 2 days to Tennessee, visit there for 3 or 4 days, maybe make it over to North Carolina for a little while. And my son will be with me. But
Run
because
into some.
I'd like to be down here for the 18th so I could be here for the 19th. Ask me what's going on the 19th.
Are you voting on the 19th?
Nope.
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 Not going in face to face early?
I don't know, and because that person is listening right now. Willie Nelson will be here on the 19th
Ooh,
at Concrete Street Station. Yeah, Willie's old.
he is.
And yes, and I have an opportunity to go see him.
Do that.
You think?
Yes, I think. I've seen Willie live before.
Have you?
Yeah,
And get back here by the 18th, so I can get ready and have a wonderful night with Willie Nelson on the 19th. Because I do. I think I would like to see, a marker in your life. I've never been to a concert, for one thing. I've never been to one, so shit. First
Really?
one, Willie Nelson. Yeah, no, I've never been.
Okay.
Never been to one. Ain't that some shit?
Well, shoot.
Yeah, I know it. I know
Trying to
it.
think what my first
Getting a
concert
late
was.
start on
Maybe it
that
was
shit.
Doobie Brothers. I think that was
Well,
my
I
first
had
concert.
tickets. I had tickets in my hand to go see ZZ Top in Norfolk, Virginia. This is back in 1981.
Yeah, before the dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, back then. And
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
and I was all set to go when I got a set of orders out, and I had to leave, so I gave my tickets up, and
Aw.
a buddy of mine, and he got to go see him, and I didn't. So
I have not seen them in person.
so
I've seen lots of
I'm
people.
thinking maybe Willie. I would really like to, if
Yeah.
I'd go to a concert any time in my life, it would be Willie now. I've settled down in my old age now.
And his son Lucas is really good too.
Yes, he is. He's an excellent singer and
And
player.
writing. Yeah.
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 Hey, let me call out. Oh no, that's a repeat.
Wait,
So,
no.
Yeah,
There's a couple to call out. There's quite a few to call out. Are you not getting them
I did
again?
that one. I got Keith Thompson again. Came back with $2. Said, "Hello, Blue Dots. Get the popcorn ready." But I think I already did that one. But even if I didn't, we'll give him a
Okay.
call again. And
Okay.
Junior PZ57, JRPZ57 came in with a $10 donation and said, "Juan, thank you for every Friday B&B show. Puerto Rican for Harris Walls. Outstanding, baby." That is one. That's me. That's what.
Okay, there's a couple other ones in there that I think. Remember, we had the problem where they don't
Yes.
make a copy. Okay,
Yes.
So
I'm not.
there's-
That's all I have.
all right. So let me.
I've got a
scroll.
problem.
Oxford KT came in with $10.
Oscar, thank you very much.
Oh, Oxford.
Oxford. I'm sorry.
Oxford KT. Nancy
Outstanding.
Nice came in with $5. And I think there's another one.
Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I don't know why they're not showing up on my.
And did you get the message from JRPZ? Did you call it out?
No. Yes,
Oh.
Juan, thank you for every Friday.
Yes.
Yes, got that one.
I think that catches us up.
Boy,
And we
howdy.
keep buffering like crazy on
Are
YouTube.
we?
Yeah,
Oh, now that's just bullshit.
I know.
I just had a new down router and the computer.
There might be other reasons. Hard to say.
Ah, shit. That's my day. Hello, Yelly Man.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I just disappeared. I couldn't hear you for a while.
Yeah, no, I was coughing. I muted my mic. I had a tickle in my
Okay,
throat.
okay,
I'm trying to
okay.
get rid of.
Well, yeah.
I'll smoke it
Well,
out.
the first
That'll do it.
thing I want to do is to just say I saw. Um, I'm very. You're back on the air. I think that's. I think that's going to help for you.
It's I won't lie, Yelly Man. It's difficult to come in here and turn this button on. It really is. I don't have her with me. I don't have the banter back and forth that we always have before a show or something like that. There's a lot of things missing in John's life right now. The only reason I'm here is because she encouraged me to stay in this battle. That's the biggest reason I'm still here. Because I won't lie to you, I told y'all the other day, there's a part of me that get good two shits about all this. That I just don't fucking care. But I do. Yeah, this is too hard. We've fought too hard for this shit to watch it blow away. And right now, I'm worried about that because of what's going on in the Middle East right now. You don't think that's going to stir up a lot of feathers here in the United States. And boy, howdy shit, you start getting people puffing their chump out and they'll go, yeah, well, Trump will go kick their ass. That kind of shit. You know, major news has a way of impacting elections. And don't
Well, I know.
underestimate.
I lost my mother to cancer a couple of years ago, and I was down and out for over a year, and I just had to pull myself together and just kick my ass to get moving because
I'm doing that every day now.
yeah, it's very hard.
It's difficult to go to sleep at night. It's you know, I'm not sleeping well. I'm not eating well. My kids are after my
No.
ass and shit. So yeah, there
That's,
is, you know, a lot that goes with this. And
Normal.
I
because,
talked with a
when-
friend of
when-
mine, and they're right. This is never going to go away. This is never going to go away. We were together for 49 years, married 47 years married, 48 years together.
No.
And it kills me because we wanted to hit that 50. Just get us to that fucking 50. I wanted to hit that 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
it's,
not going to happen.
But I
but-
guess you feel her around you, her energy, because
The people in this
I-
family that have
Yeah.
I've got letters. I can't call out all the mail. I have gotten a lot of mail. And I want to thank everybody that has sent us the love that you have. Yeah, it would take a whole show to get through the mail, and I don't think I could read them all again. I just
Yeah.
anyway.
Could
Let
I
me
say
thank
something, John?
James Tripp, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "I'm." That's it. That's what he said.
That was just so it would show up. We told
Oh,
him to
there
type
I am. Very good deal, James. Outstanding. It worked. Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does. Came in with $2 and said, "Hello, Blue Dots and all the ships at sea." Thank you very much. And Kay Allen, my darling, came back with another $20. Kay, be careful. And said, "Can't do voice right now. Might have cracked a rib. Scared my hubby. I bet you
Oh,
don't do that shit.
that hurts.
Don't do that shit. I bet he is scared. Okay, take care of yourself." And Mark Harold came in with a $2 donation, said, "You are moving one frame at a time on my end, John. I am sorry. I'm doing it on purpose." It's like, no, shit. I don't know. It's probably my internet. I'm sure it's my internet. I'm sure it's not yours. That would be everybody out there. Anyway, Yelly Man. Are you
Back
with
to
us?
what you were saying, Yelly Man.
I had a question, or not really a question, actually. It's more of a wanted to remind all males over the age of 40 to have their PSA test, prostate cancer pre-screening.
Indeed. Indeed.
Because I can tell you that if you don't recognize it in time, then you can deal with the same crap I got to deal with.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
since 2020,
I'm sorry you're having to go through
two
that.
cancer treatments, 2020 and 2022, and it's looking like I'm headed back to something again. So just beware.
One day at a time,
Prostate
brother. That's all
cancer.
we got. You know.
Prostate
But
cancer
they always
can
tell us that
metastasize.
we're only guaranteed today. We don't know about tomorrow.
Yep.
And so.
And it can
Yeah.
metastasize and it just pop up wherever.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it.
Yeah, if we could get, just a straight out national healthcare system, we wouldn't have to worry about all the stinking details of
No,
trying
now
to get
there's a
healthcare.
freaking idea. Somebody ought to develop a program, where healthcare people could get, if they're ill or need surgery or some shit like that. There ought
Yeah.
to be some kind of program. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have in Norway. We have free healthcare. Everybody's covered.
Yeah, we're still
Really?
fighting for that here.
Yep, because, yeah.
Because, oh yeah, money.
That's a whole 3-hour
There's
discussion.
a boatload of money in that shit that there's
There
a lot
is.
of people. There is. Let me see.
Capitalism.
For-profit insurance.
Indeed. Indeed.
But
Everything's got a
if you
price.
get it in America, nobody's going to be after it's been done. Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to take away care now. It's so popular. So
It's just
Right. You get used to paying the taxes that you pay, and your health care's there, and you don't think about it anymore. It's just part of
Yeah.
life.
it is, and there needs to. I knew. I can't say who it was. Very close person in my life, who died in the waiting room of a hospital because he didn't have insurance. You know what he did have?
What?
He had a boatload of fucking money in the bank. He had
Oh.
enough money in the bank to buy that fucking hospital probably.
Yeah.
And
But
thought
that
that
don't
was going to
help
be
you
enough.
when you're
No, it
waiting
doesn't.
there.
No, it doesn't. When you're in the waiting room of a hospital, how much you have in your bank account, they don't give a shit about that.
They don't
Sure,
have
you
cash
could pay it.
there.
They
You got to have a little card that says
didn't
you
have
have
insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or
got to
a
have a
big
little
credit
card or
card.
something. That
How much,
should never happen. That shit
how
should
much
never
does
happen.
how much does insurance cost a month?
Well, there's a good
grown-
question, Yelly Man, because
Well,
we
that
have
depends
about
on who you are.
150,000 different insurance policies.
Of course
Did you
we
know?
do.
Depends on which
Okay.
state you're in and how old you are and whether or not you're paying for all of it yourself or getting help or whatever. But I think in
It's a
average,
crapshoot.
it's probably about $500 and up a month.
And up for
That's
a lot of people.
That's 6,000 a year.
Yep. I think that's what mine is right now. It's around $500 a month.
So if you're working at McDonald's, there's no you can pay.
If you work at McDonald's, you don't have insurance, or
Yeah.
you might, depending on your state, you might be able to qualify for Medicaid
Isn't that sad?
because you're underemployed.
Yeah.
Although
if I had
actually,
cancer, if I had cancer, I know that they were to take care of me free an operation in 1 or 2 months, and that.
yeah.
Here, you don't get past the door at the hospital. You know,
Well, and you have to go through all the hoops to even get to the hospital if you're, planning on having a surgery or something. You have to go through your
Right.
primary care, and you got to do this, and you got to
Everything. You got to
qualify, and you
jump
got
a
to talk
lot
to
of
your
hoops
insurance,
to jump through.
and they
A
have to
lot
say,
of
okay,
hoops.
we'll let you do that.
All right. Hey, Kirk,
Yeah.
are you in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, so I just try to give Kirk an opportunity to get in the room here if he's with us. Nope. Kirk?
Can't
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there you go. I guess I need to just speak up a little bit.
There you go. How you doing, Kirk?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a beat down tonight on the stage.
I am, I have got my hopes up for this shit. I hope Walls comes out and just smacks him around. He's got plenty of ammunition. The only reason I'm concerned is Walls' temperament. He's a nice guy. He's a nice fucking guy. Vance is an asshole. He's going to try to throw every piece of shit that he can out there.
Yep.
That's
Every
what I'm
lie
looking
that
at.
they've been stewing up over the last couple
Yeah.
weeks. They're
Yeah.
throw those out there.
The crime
But
rate
let's see. We want to do a bingo
that is
card
going
on what
down.
lies he's going to tell.
See,
This country is getting really sick and fucking tired of this duo at this point. It's like we just had the Springfield, Ohio thing, and now fucking we got a former president that's politicizing a goddamn hurricane. Are you fucking shitting
oh yeah,
me?
oh no, not a bit. That's what the name of the game is nowadays. Is all politics, and it stinks. That's what become the discord in our country. It is politics. It affects every fucking thing, even things that we expect it not to touch. As in disaster aid. That there's no politics in that, please.
Both of these attempts by these guys have failed because officials have come out and said it's a bunch of bullshit. And now with the hurricane, the FEMA director came out and said, yeah, that's a fucking lie. Like, America, keep watching, America.
Yeah.
They're all debunking what
We
this
all
guy's
need to
saying.
be watching every damn day. And I'm afraid what you're
Yeah.
going to see right now, because a lot is going to be, a lot's going to go on in the next few days. That's what worries me. With the news that what we're seeing, that the amount of rockets that were fired into Israel today, you don't think that shit's not going to get some response out of Israel? And then we have the risk of being sucked into that. It's a dangerous time in the world right now, and this is the time we need a steady hand on the till. And Trump is not that person. Trump and Vance look at the world situation over there as an opportunity to make money. That's what's so scary about that. Oh man.
Talk about Jimmy Carter being 100 today.
I'm sorry. Say what?
Did you talk about Jimmy Carter's birthday?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
100.
It's sad that we lost him. He's a great man, and like
No,
I
he's
said,
living. Jimmy Carter.
Oh, Oh, that's right. That's right. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just saying he is a great man.
Yeah.
Pardon my mind. It wanders all over the fucking place.
He could have started a huge war because of the hostages.
Yes, the hostages that Ronald Reagan paid for, and choreographed the release of the hostages to be done right when he's getting sworn in, because they were scared of Reagan. That's what the image was supposed to be, and it was bullshit. And it was a
Try to give the black eye on the way out, so that you have more shit to have to fix already. That
Jimmy Carter had more integrity in his thumb than Ronald Reagan had in his whole freaking body. And Reagan he was the start of a whole lot of. Go ahead.
He started the years now. That was Reagan.
Trickle down economics. Make sure the rich have their money, and it'll trickle down. Everything will be just fine. Don't worry about it.
Roger Ailes and all these idiots, they were working for Reagan. And I don't think the GOP would have been as crazy as they are now had it not been for Reagan. I think he opened the door for that.
I need to get this shit out of my head. I want to talk about something here in a minute.
Okay.
Leonard Leo. Let me talk about him in just a second. First, I want to thank Kay Allen. Came back again with $20 and said the military picks up my tab. Show my ID card. There you go, baby. That's the difference between her, me, and a lot of other people. If you have government insurance, if you served, then yeah, you got a pretty good deal. But you paid for it, baby. Ashley Harold came in with $5 to keep up the good work that you're doing for democracy and fuck Trump. Oh, there it is right there. And Bill Meyer came in with $2, said from Judy and Bill for Jimmy Carter. Outstanding. And Keith Thompson, that Marine, came back with another $2, said Minnesota vibe to beat down coming up. Go Walls. I am so waiting for it. All right. Leonard Leo. Did anybody see last week with John Oliver? This weekend?
No, I
I
didn't.
record that, so I watched it. And I got to tell you, he really delves into some deep shit. And when he did this time, it was about the Chevron decision by the Supreme Court
Oh, okay.
and what that means. And what that means, I can't explain any of it. In a nutshell, it's like, who is going to control the regulations in this country? Are there going to be rules and
Are there
regulations
going
in
to
this
be
country?
rules and
Are
regulations?
there
Yeah.
going to be rules and regulations on what
And those rules and regulations, let me just specify, that's usually having to do with workplace safety and, environmental
safety?
and stuff like that. Yeah, those rules. They want those rules to go away.
they want them to go
Yes.
away? And how did
Costs
they go
money to
about
do
doing that? How did they go about getting rid of rules and regulations? How do they do that?
Could it be the SCOTUS?
Yes, you are right. It is SCOTUS because it's going to
Bing,
be
bing, 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 bing.
challenged. Yes, ding, 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 ding. You win. It's going to be challenged in court. Therein lies the plan that the Republicans have had in this Leonard Leo fellow, who is key in all of this. The Chevron deference is determining if we're going to have rules and regulations and who's going to set those rules and regulations. All right, and those are going to be challenged in the court. So you need a court. Well, we already did that with the Supreme Court, right? And all three of those picks on the court were from Leonard Leo and the Heritage Foundation. So they got the Supreme Court. That's number one on the list. Then we have 13 appellate courts, which is my argument for raising the Supreme Court to 13 members. We have 13 appellate courts. We should have a judge for every appellate court we have in the nation. That's the way they got there in the first place.
Makes sense.
But they have, because of the delay under Obama's term, to seat judges, and Mitch McConnell is key in this. They held up a whole lot of judgeships, like 200 and something, and a bunch of them were on the appellate court system, and the others were in the lower federal system, right?
Yep.
So you have a party that has rigged the judicial system.
Everything starts in the lower courts.
Right. And here's the kicker. Right after the Chevron deference, 2 weeks later, 3 lawsuits were filed in where?
The lower court?
Amarillo, Texas, baby.
Oh, Texas, yes.
Because that's where the judge that they had just put on the bench, and he is a whack job. He's gonna approve every bit of the shit that yes, and it's gonna go up the appellate court. They know the direction of this case, all the way from the federal court to the appellate court to the Supreme Court, and they have a judge on every one of them. That's and now we're looking at an election coming up. All right, you expand that whole Chevron deference case to their method of operation. Those same judges and shit, and they've done the same. They've tried to do the same thing on the state levels. These challenges to the election are legal challenges. They're going to end up in the courts. You see where I'm going with this? If you control the court, you control the law. That's
Do you know
where
why
the Republicans.
They don't care about blatantly lying at debates
No,
or
no.
on commercials or in any little blips, because this is how they're going to try and do it all through the courts. They're going to
That's right.
move it forward with all these cases. They're already starting. They're starting with the suppression of voting, which
Mhm.
I wanted to remind everyone. Check your registration.
Check your registration,
again
baby.
and
Make
again.
sure you are
It's
registered.
illegal
vote.
to do any
your
of those
part.
changes that they're trying to do 90 days before an election, but they're still trying to do it. And right now it's like in courts. So they can say, well, it's in the court. No, no. And they've been throwing people off of lists for various reasons and whatnots and what forths. So
Right.
you need to go back and make
I
sure
to mention something too.
that you're registered. And specifically, if you have recently become, and I mean recently, like even in the last 10 years, a naturalized citizen and you had been registered, you need to go check your registration
Check your shit.
again.
Check your shit. Make sure that you're ready. And we keep repeating that because it bears repeating. Because
Well,
they're
those
not
are the
done.
people they're targeting.
Yes.
They're that's one of the lies he's going to talk about probably tonight. He's going to bring up all the immigrants that are voting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, be a little more
No,
specific,
yeah.
JD. You know,
You know,
Show
the
some
ones-
evidence
the
of them
ones,
voting. How's that shit? You know,
They're eating the
show me
dogs and
somebody
cats.
who's ill. Huh? Go ahead.
The ones who are eating the dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And it,
ballot when it comes and make sure that it has the correct precinct on it where you're supposed to deliver your ballot.
yeah, all sorts of goofs are going on.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Somebody
But
lost
I
a
heard,
job
uh,
over it.
I heard Ted Cruz is having problems in Texas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I left Colin Allred right up there on the screen for everybody to see. Yes, Ted Cruz is in trouble down here because Colin Allred is leading in the polls down here. And whereas
Wouldn't it be
Colin
great
Allred
to
goes,
get rid of
I'm
him?
hoping the whole damn state goes. I'm
Yes.
hoping
Yeah.
that Texas turns blue this time. And don't put it out of the possibilities. Look at Florida. Look at North Carolina. North Carolina, we might see blue, baby. This
Yep.
is going to be an event
I'm
that's going
worried
to
about-
shake up.
I'm worried about North Carolina because they got hit so hard by this storm.
I know it. That's going to
It's
affect the
gonna-
voter.
It's
Yes.
going to affect the voting if they hadn't already. And now they
Yes.
did do a little report
And a lot of
earlier
places, from Florida all the way up through Georgia and into
on
South Carolina,
TBS.
North
They
Carolina.
were contacting some of the polling places, to see if any equipment got damaged or,
Right.
if they still had a place to go to. And so far, there hasn't been too much damage to any of that. But they still have to get their self there if they haven't. And even delivering the mail is going to be difficult with the roads and the water and the mess that's going on. Yeah. But we do have a very good possibility of flipping 2 Senate seats,
Yes.
at least. Florida and Texas are really starting to lean.
Florida's
blue.
really leaning. And
And that's Debbie McCarcel Powell in Florida against Rick Scott, I do believe. And we still have John Tester out there. He's having a little more difficulty out there. He's very well liked, but you know how they do
he's
their
been a
straight
well-liked
ticket shit.
for having a Democrat in a Republican state. So
But he
John
still
Tester's
needs
done a
help.
hell of a job. He
Anybody's
does.
got a couple of dollars, throw some out there to Colin Allred, Debbie McCarcel Powell, and John Tester.
I don't have a button for John Tester. I don't have a button for
We-
John Tester.
We used to, but it might have gotten used for something
It
else.
might have been. Probably for a
Yeah.
It would have been
squirrel or some
great to
shit.
get rid of Rick Scott because he's a really big asshole.
Oh, they all are, aren't they? Just pick one. They're all.
There's a list. There's a list going on. Hey, let me
Gaping
send out a
holes.
thank you to Oxford KT. Came in with a $5 donation and said thank you to all veterans. Little blue dot in Florida, a female Army veteran. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you for your service and welcome home, baby. And Shaking Me Bones came in with a nice donation and said, I saw a Google thread that mentioned Trump had begun a GoFundMe account to help hurricane victims. Yeah, like he's not going to keep it all. What an orange evil motherfucker. Did he? Thank you. Did he start a GoFundMe page for...
I don't know.
I wouldn't
doubt it.
I wouldn't
but-
doubt it. Buy this watch, buy these tennis shoes, buy anything he's got. That's all he is. He's
Yeah.
he's a grifter. That's
Well,
gonna.
in Tennessee House Representative Caucus Chair Jeremy Faison, I think it's his name.
Uh-huh.
He posted on Friday night that President Biden has finally approved Governor Lee's state of emergency request, but he was making it sound like Biden was holding it up for some reason, and what it really was the fact that Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina all declared emergencies and requested and received federal approval before the storm hit. And Governor
Yes.
Lee didn't bother. He didn't bother to ask. He didn't bother to put his name on the list until after the fact.
Until afterwards, so he could
And
bitch
now he's
about it.
blaming Biden.
Yeah.
He's trying to
The
make it
ones-
look like Biden was holding it up
The
for some
state
reason. No.
representatives that I've seen, including governors, have all praised FEMA for being on the ball and getting
Yeah.
equipment moved. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So if who was that? I'm sorry. Which one? Didn't ask.
That was Tennessee.
Tennessee.
The Governor Lee from Tennessee was the one who didn't do it, ahead of time.
And then.
Well, maybe
and
he
then-
didn't think they were going to get hit quite as hard either.
He's
I
not a
don't.
weatherman. He's not a
Yeah,
weatherman, is
not
he?
a weatherman.
Yeah.
I'm
so
not either. But
he should have.
Trump
He
tried
should have
to
been a little
say
more
that,
prepared.
But in the meantime, all of those people are suffering quite a bit. It's still warm down there.
It
They have no
is.
water. Are there still like what, 2 million people, 1 million people or so that don't have any power, any water?
The death toll is higher.
Not to mention, buildings are decimated or flooded or whatever. They don't have belongings. So
Everything.
if you can spare anything, if there is any effort in your area, in my area, there's a small airport, and a couple of pilots have volunteered to fly some stuff down there. We just have to take it to the airport, and they will load their plane. They've got a list of things that they will grab, and it's it's the
Right.
things you might not think about, but it's like baby formula and diapers and sanitizer.
The
and,
things you need to get by on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff
I
like
was
that.
I was in New Orleans after Katrina, and man, it was hard to find anything, much less gasoline or just the staples, just bread and some peanut butter or some shit. If it wasn't for FEMA during that time, and I stayed there a while, working for a while, yeah, we were eating MREs, baby, and they were. I'll tell you what, MREs changed since the days John went in the military till nowadays. That shit's pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Well, and
Medical now.
there's little snack things, those little protein bars. There's all sorts of stuff you
Right.
could buy and doesn't need to be refrigerated or whatever. It's something. It's not the best, but it's something.
It's something, yeah. It'll keep your
MRA,
ass
you
sustained.
only need water, I think.
Yeah,
You need to
for
add
most
water.
of it, yeah.
Right,
Add water.
and they're having a time.
Comes with a little heating pouch for your encore, your main meal there. That little pouch, add water, and it heats it right up. There you
Yeah.
go. So, beat that can of beans I was
Very
eating.
good, actually.
And cold beans and anybody back then would know what I'm talking about. Cold beans and motherfuckers. Anyway, Kate Allen came in with the $10 and said, "I doubt when Donald J. Trump says anything." He's been babbling out of his ass here lately. Bad. And Daniel Solomon came in with $5 and said, "I am so sick of Rick Scott. He was governor, now senator." I know it. He's been in the news forever for being an idiot. But I do. I have hope for both Florida. I have hope for Texas. There is hope on the horizon, because I do. I can feel it. When we were talking the other day about the number of recent registration to vote.
Yes.
It's gone out the pocket, man. It really is. Hey, let's Ed, are you in here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. How you doing, Ed?
Oh, great. Carter has turned 100. And of course, I'm a Carter baby.
What was that, Ed? I didn't catch that. I'm sorry, brother.
Carter had turned 100 years old.
Yes, yes.
Yes, we sang to him earlier too.
Yeah, we sang him happy birthday a little while ago. Yes, well, he
It's going to
deserves.
be a main event tonight for the debate. I hope that same fly that landed on Mike Pence lands on JD Vance tonight.
Joe J.D. Vance. Sit right there
Yes.
on his forehead for the whole time. I'd love it.
On his hair.
I
really.
do. I am. It's going to be a spirited debate. You can bet that. Because, like I said, Vance is going to try to throw shit out there all over the place.
No, it should be a pay-per-view event. No,
It
just
damn
saying,
well could
it's a
make a
main
little
event.
money at it. Hey, the dangerous one, are you in the room with us?
I am certainly here. How
You
y'all
sound
doing?
a bit dangerous to me, dude. How you doing?
Well. Daryl's doing really well.
Good, good, good.
I just joined you guys, and condolences. My prayers are with.
I appreciate that. I do.
Yeah, if I actually had your
Dangerous,
Kind
you're
of break
breaking.
up a little dangerous. We can't.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad. I'm not getting about every other.
Where you're
third.
not talking to your mic.
I apologize. I said if I actually had your mailing address, I would be more than happy to send something to you, but I don't have that unless if somebody gives it to me and or gives you my number and all that. We can't really. I don't know. I don't know your address.
The
but I'd
address
love to
is on the screen as we speak.
It's on the
26.
screen. Can you see the screen?
Oh, well,
Two-
I'm on the. I don't see it on the chat room.
That's all right.
I apologize.
It's,
But
it's
just give me the number real quick.
all right. It's post office box 260044.
Got it. All right,
Okay.
Corpus Christi. You got it.
Corpus Christi 78426.
Yeah, I'll be able to
There you
find
go.
that. No problem. I just joined you guys. I apologize I didn't get in on the beginning, but I was just listening. I turn on my YouTube. I immediately see. I knew that Israel was. I didn't like the fact that I don't think Joe Biden liked it. Israel decided to go and do a ground incursion the left time. And he pretty much stated it clearly that he wanted the ship to stop right now. I go and I look on YouTube and I see that he shot 200 friggin' missiles into Tel Aviv. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Netanyahu is basically, you could probably just consider him another Trump for Israel.
Oh, he is.
because-
The only reason he's hanging on, he's afraid he's going to go to prison.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
because, over 50% of the population in Israel, they hate him. But now that
Yeah.
he's in a crisis situation, nobody has anybody that can step into
In
his
that
shoes and
situation,
so-
it bears the danger of bleeding over and bringing
that's the
us into
problem.
that yes.
Yeah, we've
Yes,
got
we could be
aircraft
drug
carriers
into this
sitting-
thing real easy.
Oh, dude, we got aircraft carriers sitting out in the Mediterranean. Some of our world-class aircraft carriers. We've got nuclear submarines. We're just about ready to jump into this fray. And I was listening just before I joined you guys because I didn't know you were live. But I was listening to Rachel Maddow on MSNBC. And
Right.
She said, Vance is going to be talking about this tonight, about the sanctions. But you know what? I hope somebody fact check that son of a bitch because it was Trump that removed the friggin' sanctions off of Iran.
Off Iran, yes.
He was the one that did that. I mean, he completely destroyed that whole accord with, that we have.
Put
with,
anything in Trump's hands and he's going to destroy it.
Right, but he
You know,
isn't.
and-
Sure, we returned $6 billion of money that we had held in escrow that was Iran's money, but we did not directly give it back to them.
No.
We gave
No.
it to a third-party entity for humanitarian. But those son of a
That's right.
bitches, we gave them a check and handed it.
Yeah, that's the way they played it out. Like, we just turned over all the money to Iran and that's what they did with it. No.
Oh,
No, it was
shit.
all handled in a way that
we're in a friggin' precarious time right now. I mean,
We are.
We got in 35 days. We've got this shit happening, and then I also heard, I don't know, our closest one of our, the head of Orion, which is Betelgeuse, is 642 light years away, and I heard Brian May, who's one of the world's leading astronomers, say that I don't know how he can predicted. He said it's going to happen in a couple weeks. And, we may expect it in our life. We've never seen a supernova. And I mean, if this shit happens, I mean, a sign in the sky, it's going to be brighter than the moon for several weeks. I mean, it'll be
I haven't heard of
visible
this.
webs.
I have not
What?
heard this.
Oh, yeah, the head of
Yeah.
Orion. It's a supergiant, 642 light years away. It's not going to really affect Earth, but my God, we'll be able, nighttime, you'll be able to
If
walk
you'll be able to
out.
see it,
Oh, it'll be brighter than this. It'll be brighter than the moon. And it'll be visible during the daytime for several weeks. We're going to see a supernova. We'll actually see a second sun in the
you
sky.
know that's going to be scary as shit to a lot of people. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, with all this other shit going down. I mean,
Yeah.
signs in the sky.
Oh,
It's-
well, you know, those would be those that will take advantage of that and say it's a sign from God and all this stuff, and they'll send them
Right.
$20 and they'll send you a cloth that's going to protect you from it. You know, something
Well,
like that. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, it's just, I don't know. There's so many different things happening, so many moving parts right
I know we do have a second moon, if you want to call it that. It's a small asteroid.
Yeah. I grabbed,
Yeah.
we'll have it for 50.
I'm not calling it
It's
a
a
moon.
mini
That's not a
me.
moon. It's a
Yeah.
mini moon. Mini.
It's a mini moon,
Mini.
right?
But it's going to
It's just
circle us
a
for a little
rock.
while.
It's
A
a
big rock that's going to circle. They said it's about the size of a school bus. So, no,
yep.
not the moon. But
No, No,
it's an
you could-
object that's going to be going around us for a little while.
right. We can
And,
track it.
yeah.
You'd have to exactly know where it is and look at it with a telescope to see.
David
What do you
Barnett
think
wants
about-
to know, when is that happening?
What?
David wants the supernova thing. When is that supposed to
Well,
happen?
you know, they know it's a super red giant, and I mean it's been showing signs of fluctuating by dimming and then getting bright, which means it's running
Right.
out of fuel. And so, you know, there's no way unless if you actually were in
Get the
touch
donuts,
with
Chris.
the
Get the
creator of the
donuts.
cosmos. I don't know if you know when that's going to happen, but they say it's going to happen soon. Brian May, he's one of the leading physics astronomers in the world. He's one of the guys that helped put the super collider together over in Switzerland. You know, he's a pretty well-known guy. He's from England.
Yeah.
And I just saw a video. He goes, "Oh yeah, Brian May forecast that it was going to
Well,
happen."
boy, howdy
next
shit.
week."
Everybody pay attention and keep your eyes to the sky for that one.
Oh, the whole world will know it. It'll
Yeah,
be up
everybody
in
will know it. And half the
Yeah.
world's going to go, oh, shit.
But
What
I
the
believe
hell
it-
is that?
It's the shit that's happening in Israel right now that's got me a little on edge.
It
to be
has
honest.
got me on edge also. I won't lie to you, because it's an event that could impact history. You know, we could get pulled
Yeah.
into a wider war over here. Thank goodness Donnie ain't in office right now, because he just want to go over there and start dropping bombs all over the fucking place. And
Exactly.
I don't know how this is going to play out, but it is. It should make all of us nervous. With
Yes,
the amount of
it's-
rockets that Iran fired into Israel today, you know there is going to be a serious
there's gonna be a
response. A
Oh, yeah,
serious
definitely.
response. I'm thinking they're probably going to take out anything having to do with their nuclear program,
And by
any
the
weapons,
way,
any weapons
Yeah.
production.
I saw an interesting interview on CNN that Fareed Zakar, he does a show every Sunday on CNN, and he's the guy has very pointed questions, but he does
Yeah.
a show called GPS, and I actually watched him sit down and do a whole interview with the new Iranian president. And you know, that country is not run by their president. Right?
No. It is
Their
run by their Ayatollah,
I
their
mean,
religious leader.
I even watched him at the UN, and you know, I'm going to tell you something. The guy is a reforming guy, and when I was sitting there eating my breakfast, dinner, whatever, watching this at 4 a.m. here,
Right.
I was going, holy shit. I mean, most of the time, I pretty much agreed with almost everything he said. He goes, we've never gone out and taken anybody else's land. We just don't want people to come, beat us up, and we just want to protect ourselves. But I don't know, that he seemed like, wow, we got a new blood in town.
There has always
changed-
been a serious problem between Iran and Israel. There is a battle going on there, and it's been going on for a while by proxy.
for
And
centuries.
yeah. If you're looking for peace in the Middle East, I don't know how in the fuck you're going to find that. I really don't,
No.
because what they sell what they always sell is the two-state solution. There's got to be a two-state solution. That's the only solution there is. We're going to have a two-state solution. Where are you going to get the other state?
Right.
Because if you go look at the West Bank right now, damn near almost all of the West Bank is Israeli settlements.
Yep.
Israel is taking that property also. You know,
Yep, they sure
the problem
they're
is that
going
both
after
sides want from the river to the sea. Both sides want that property because that's where all the shit happens, you know.
Well, that's God.
All the religions have something in Jerusalem. Everybody's got a little section of Jerusalem
Yes,
that has
they
to do
sure
with their religion. Yeah. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a crazy thing. I never thought in our wildest dreams that you and I would see possibly a World War III, but my God,
I know
we're
it.
Right
I know it.
precipice.
We're getting old, but damn, here it comes. And you know, we have to be, that's how come I want a steady hand on the till, because this could easily turn into something extremely major. Extremely major.
Really
And-
major.
and-
for
and,
the whole
you know,
fucking world.
This
I don't
times have
think
changed.
Yeah.
The art of war has changed.
Yes, it has.
You know, back in the old days, there were battle lines. You know, battlegrounds. You know, we're going to fight and America has always been set up to defend our country over there. We're not set up to defend this land, this property that we own here. We're set up to defend it over in Europe or over in the Middle East, wherever the fuck it is that it's going to start. That's where we've got our assets at.
Yep.
It is a little shaky to know, because that's not the art of war anymore. It's not going to be armies. It's going to be shit that you don't see coming.
Well, I mean, you know what?
And there will be no rules.
There'll be there won't be too many countries standing on the sideline. I mean, I think
No.
that it might really include just about all the democratic countries.
It would include NATO.
All the fascist countries. Yeah. It's
It would
going to
include
be
NATO.
NATO, Australia.
And then there you go. We're into
all
some serious
all
shit.
the democracy countries against all the fascist countries, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. It's going to be, I don't know, dudes. All I can
And
say
at a
is-
certain point, how far does nuclear deterrent take you before somebody decides to just, kiss my ass, we're going to throw this
I
out
know
there.
that President Xi, I know this for a fact. President Xi went to Putin about a week ago, and he told him, he goes, you better forget about the nuclear option, because he goes, that is not a winnable war. And he goes, if you continue to persist on this, even though we're neighbors, our friendship is going to be destroyed. You cannot go forward with it. So he goes, it's not a winnable thing for anybody. And so, I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Although, you want to know something? Did you know the leading country in this world that has the most gunpowder, gun cotton, is actually China, and they are supplying it to Russia for armament, because they're running out of armament. But there's a backlog on gun cotton, which basically makes missiles and everything else, explosives. So the country that generates it the most is China. And they're somehow or another still, ignoring Russia.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they're so friendly. But I thought it was shocking that Xi said, look, dude, don't even think about firing a nuclear weapon into Ukraine or anything, because that will piss off the rest of the world and it will destroy any kind of friendship.
Anybody starts tossing nukes around, we're in a bad place.
Oh,
we're in a
yes, we
very
are.
bad place, and it's going to do nothing.
Because
but
go
escalate.
one, they'll go all,
Yeah.
Go one, they'll go all. I mean, this is not, you
Hey,
and
let
I
me-
may wake up very different tomorrow.
Yeah, let's
You
just
wanna
hope I wake
catch
up
up?
tomorrow.
And I
What's
don't want
that?
to throw fear.
Do you want to catch up real quick?
Yes, I do. I need to catch up.
Go
Silly
ahead.
Bebo, that's came in with $2 and said, that's the same Brian May from Queen. Wait a minute. I'd have to remember what we was talking about 5
I
minutes
know.
ago.
It was a while ago.
And
not
Kay
the
Allen
same
came back with another $10 and said, Nettie wants to bomb Iran's power plants. That's exactly where they're going to go. Nuclear power plants and anything to do with their nuclear program.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Maria Betancourt came in with $20 and said Iran was only retaliating for Netanyahu bombing Lebanon and displacing 1 million people. Funny how the news only reports when Iran bombs Israel. She's right. You
Yeah,
can't
she
get
is.
around that shit.
No.
This would
No.
not have, when Netanyahu On October 7th, Israel was attacked. You can't get away from that, and they have every right to retaliate and to try to. But he's gone. He's gone too
overboard.
far. He's gone
Yeah.
way too far. And now
Put it
you know
this
when we're getting he's getting into Lebanon. You know, and you knew that was gonna elicit a response.
Let me ask you a
And you
simple
throw
question,
that
though.
in with the thought that Netanyahu really is trying to keep his ass out of chains.
Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. You know, the Gaza Strip, by the way, if you look at the actual dimensions of the Gaza Strip,
It's
only
tiny.
by 2 mile wide strip. And if you can't go into an area that small with one of the most advanced militaries and actually extract the hostages and get rid of, you know, these embedded,
Yeah.
Hamas, and you can't do it in a 50 mile by 2 mile
There
wide
are no
area.
winners in this shit. There
I
are no
mean, how
winners
come-
in this shit now.
How come you couldn't do it in a year?
Nobody's
You know what
going
I
to
mean?
win this shit.
Well, now they
Here's-
want to dredge us into it because he's just blasted away elsewhere too.
And
like,
Netanyahu knows that America
Yes, he does.
is determined to protect Israel. We will side
he
with
never-
Israel.
he
Problem.
never had any intentions of any ceasefire ever.
He's,
Ever.
he's
No.
not telling us what he's doing, and we're supposed to be his ally. So he's basically going, "Oh, I got America."
Yeah.
Play no matter
USS
what.
Liberty. Go look that one up. You know, I caveat. I'm an old sailor.
John, you
USS
missed
Liberty.
one.
Did I?
Yeah, well, it's not showing up because he doesn't make a comment. Peter donated $50 a while back.
Awesome.
No, it didn't come up. Damn, Peter, I'm sorry and thank
I
you.
don't know why those don't show on your side. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. And Maria
Wow.
Betancourt just came back with another $5. Said Zionist Netanyahu wants war to sabotage Kamala.
Kamala.
If Trump, it's because
I know.
if Trump wins, he will Netanyahu take the West Bank. If Trump wins, Netanyahu will take the
Yeah.
West Bank.
He'll give it to him. Here.
It's all.
Who's
It
the
might as
person-
well be. But that's how come I say if you looking for a two-state solution. And by the way, Maria, thank you very much, and Peter, thank you. If you're looking for a two-state solution, I don't know where you're going to find it at.
No,
Let me
it's
ask
not.
By the way-
Just the name of it implies two states. Well, there ain't two states.
No.
Israel has already
Who-
taken over the West Bank. You know,
Just remember who moved the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Why did he do that? I thought,
Well.
my God, are you going to go ahead and add more fuel to
To-
the fire? by
Yes.
putting our embassy
He
in
did it for the
Jerusalem?
religious right, because
Oh,
that's where the
God.
religious right wants it. They want it in Jerusalem, home of God. You know.
Whatever.
That's, if you ask me my biggest problem with religion, that's it,
Yeah.
baby. You look at damn near any war, and it's always over somebody's
All the
belief of
time,
some
man.
shit that they're,
Right.
somebody in the magic man in the sky told them or whatever.
What about
It's
hey,
can't.
You know, there's a lot of people that are out there bastardizing religion for their own purposes. And, I mean, there is a time and a place.
I just try to stay away from it. Jimmy
I understand.
Carter, if you ask me, he lived the life of a Christian. We just
Hell yeah, he
went
did.
through some idiot congressman who I can't remember his name again. Don't care to. The guy that came out and was talking about the Haitians and all sorts of shit. And Johnson came out and said he put out some post on Twitter or some bullshit, and he had to retract it. But Johnson came out and said, well, he's a good Christian man. He went behind the doors here and prayed about it, and he came and put the post down. No, that's bullshit. Don't tell me you went back and prayed on it. If you was a Christian man like you profess to be, you wouldn't have posted such vile shit in the first place.
Hell no.
So the only
That is-
time you pull your religious shit out is when you get your ass in a slot. Oh, well, I'm going to pray on that.
you
I'll
know
get
what?
forgiven for that shit. Yeah, fuck
That
you.
was really
Don't
sweet.
do it in the
You
first
guys-
place.
You guys sang happy birthday to him. That's awesome. You know what?
Yes,
That
we
man
did.
is gonna leave a
He
legacy.
set an example for all of us.
Right.
The
And he's
kindness
gonna
of
leave
his
a-
heart and his pure work ethic to work for nothing, for the poor.
You know
He
how
didn't
we read
need
about
money.
George Washington, future great about
Yeah,
art.
we should
And
all
I
be
guarantee-
proud of Jimmy Carter. All of us should be.
if he would have got a second term, this world you and I live in would have been different. Than
Oh, it would
is.
have been much different. Much different.
Because Reagan came in and everything went south after that. Once
Go
Reagan
figure.
got in there, the religious
Go
right,
figure.
the moral majority, all that shit started going down. And we're
Yep.
now living in that stuff 40 years later today because of
And
Reagan.
they're going to try to use that same shit in Project 2025 too.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are.
Oh,
It's like a religion. It's a cult. That's what it is. Anyway,
well,
we're minutes away from a debate.
I don't want to throw fear out there. That isn't my attitude. But I do want people to definitely make sure that they keep their eyes wide open.
I try to look. I want so much for the world to look at a brighter future. That's what we all want. That's what we've all wanted all our lives. That's what the ones that came before us wanted. A brighter future, not only for us, but for the ones that come behind us. That's the whole concept of this whole experiment in democracy that we have here. Is that we take care of our society.
As a Native American, you know what we say? We have to think, our philosophy is that what we do today, how will it affect 7 generations from now? That's the sort of mindset that Native Americans have always had, and that's
what we need to do. Is look towards the future, because that's what especially a lot of us around my age, we're getting up. The things that we're fighting for now, we probably won't get the benefit of that much of it. But that's not what we benefit is not the main drive of society itself. It is to raise all boats.
We don't want to leave them a world that's destroyed by climate change. We don't want to leave them a world that's
Well, there you go. You done said that word.
Because
I do believe if anything's going to get it, it's going to be climate change.
Oh, that's the biggest threat we got.
That's the biggest threat that we face on this planet, is that we're killing it. We're a bunch of fleas that are just, it's disgusting what we are.
I think I wrote that on a YouTube post comment the other day. We're a bunch of fleas on the back of a dog's
That's what we
back,
are. And eventually Earth will shake us off. Yeah.
Shake us off because it's done just fine with us, and it'll do just fine without us. It's got a self-regulating mechanism.
Like other great species,
and
we'll
right
just
now,
be extinct. Probably by our own hand is the sad thing.
This could be it. Yeah, that'd be terrible for humanity.
But let's hope that's decades and decades or hundreds of years in advance. Let's hope that cooler minds and brighter ideas prosper and flow.
Yeah, listen,
but that's not going to happen if you get Donald Trump in there. So
right. Well, he said it's going to take 400 years for the oceans to rise one inch of an inch, and then you'll have beachfront property.
I was trying to find the headline. Went away a little while ago, but I was trying to read this story and I did. He said something about it the other day. He's calling for a day of violence, a day of I don't know what. That's what it said. A day of violence, and he did. He's trying to say that what this country needs is one day of absolute rounding up all the immigrants, everything that implies, just a day of violence.
Wasn't there a movie like that? Wasn't there a movie where like everybody on one day, like Halloween day, everybody could go?
Everybody gets to go out and do anything they want, and nobody gets charged for anything. Yeah.
There was 2 movies like that, and I'm trying to remember what the name of those were.
But that's he's talking about law enforcement stepping up and arresting all the illegal aliens and criminals and a whole list of shit. Is what his dream is.
And think of how many people are going to
stand up. That's what it was.
People, that shit starts happening, and then so many other people get caught up in it too.
Well, if you stop and think about it, that's exactly what he's talking about, a purge. Maybe he watched the show. That was the name of the movie. And maybe that is what he's calling, because he's calling for a day of violence. Now, that kind of shit just really, and we've said this before, it is his rhetoric that America is an evil place. It's going downhill. It's a disgusting place if he's not the leader. Everybody else in the world sucks but him. All that bullshit. But all up and down my street are signs and flags, lots of flags. I say a lot of flags, but boy, put out a lot of flags. And it's Trump 2024, take America back. And every time I see one of those disgusting things, and they're all over my house.
Don't you want to set them on fire?
Well, the one repeating question: take it from who? Take it from who? Take America back
Right.
from who? Who are you playing? And then you start with his rhetoric: a day of violence. Their whole selling job is all about hate your neighbor, hate your friends, hate your family, get violent, do whatever. That's the message that they're selling right now. Hate.
But you
Hate.
know what is that he's had 2 attempted assassinations. No,
Oh, he's using those like
and he
their
blamed
credit card with no
Biden.
limit.
And he blamed Biden for his.
Oh,
rhetoric.
yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is J.D.
And
Vance.
he's
Can I
talking
say
about
something about that?
The left
He's
needs
talking
to
about a
quit this
day of
rhetoric.
violence.
Are you shitting me? It's the fucking Republicans.
John,
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to add something in my 2 cents.
Go ahead.
They're thinking he's God. They're thinking he's the Lord, their Lord and Savior. That's the problem. He is
Yep.
not God.
Nope.
You can't convince
That's the
these
problem. He
idiots
is
that he
not
is not
God.
God or that he was not sent by God. That's what they think.
Just remember.
No.
Just remember.
Don't
in
they know
Revel-
the thing about the
He is
false
not the
prophet that's
chosen
coming?
one.
Well, Jesus, come on, read your
Just
book.
remember
It's right
what
there.
Jesus-
Antichrist, John.
The
He's
Antichrist.
warned us. Well, Jesus warned us very clearly. He said during the final days there'll be many people that come in my name, and they will be antichrist, and they will.
There you go.
Act like
Bingo. There you go.
Period.
You know,
He
it
warned
fits into the narrative. And with that narrative, you can get a lot of people motivated to do shit. That's what's scary about it.
I'll tell you, this guy is a fucking false prophet if there ever was one. He's
Oh, if ever there was one.
Look
You
at
know,
his
because
fucking
every time he opens his mouth, it's just a bunch of rambling on bullshit, and then they come on and try to make it sound like he said something important. No,
Yeah.
it was all rambling bullshit, is what it is.
What kind of president would stand up there and actually call his running mate, what was it, not cognitively challenged, but he basically called her a mental retard. She was
Yes.
born that way.
Yes, she's born that
What
way.
kind of fucking shit can you get away with?
Because
saying
that's
that?
what they're doing in the news right now, or were doing, is questioning Donald Trump's mental aptitude right now. Is he losing it? Because if you go listen to his speeches right now, he's off on every kind of thing you can think of.
If
It's
you
just
had joined us on Monday Night Book Club,
Yes, yes, go ahead.
we were reading about exactly how they get away with it and how they don't care about their not personal, but their perception, what our perception is of them, as long as they get their message out there.
Yeah.
And
Ain't
they do
that
it in
sad?
the least amount of words possible. It's just entrenched with fear
Yes.
and anger.
Well, we live in a different time. You remember Dukakis? He did one weird yell and that ruined his campaign.
No,
Yet this
sunk
get
him
away with
right there.
all this crap, and we would give him a pass. Why the hell has anything changed? I mean, that
It has
should have destroyed somebody's
Been
campaign.
changing for decades.
Yeah.
Slowly
I mean,
but
we're all
surely.
we're numb to it. People act like, oh, that's just the way he talks. Bullshit. You can't. What
Well,
changed?
Again, I'll put a plug out there for the book we're reading. It's Shameless by Brian Tyler Cohen, and it's excellent. And he
He's
covers
really-
all of this.
I know who Brian Tyler is.
I'm going to try to join the next one. Well, no. Shit.
Huh? Yeah, put that up. I'd like to read it.
Well, that's on Monday, and Monday is the day I'm thinking about starting my road trip. I don't know. If
That's
I do, my intention is if I go out on a road trip, and it'll be for a couple of weeks, I have every intention of taking that laptop and this thing here and that thing over there, and a couple of this shit, and
Right.
on the road with me. So if I have internet, and I'm sure I will somewhere, I'll be in a motel somewhere, and so we should be able to continue our live meetings, and I plan on doing a couple of rants.
If you're doing a road trip, head up to Tennessee, over to Tennessee Brando's Holler, and go hang out with him for a day.
I'm going to Tennessee. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, go see.
I don't
go
know where
see
Tennessee Brando is.
All you got to do is send him a message. I've talked to him about you, and so he knows who you are. And I'm sure if you two hooked up, you guys are in the like mind, and it would be awesome to see you at Tennessee.
I recommend everybody give a listen to Tennessee Brando, the Midas Touch Network. You know, I rely on those people. Those people know their shit. And
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
Adam Mockler,
And,
all those guys. Yeah.
Okay,
Been
John.
here about-
Yes.
Time for credits.
Is it? What?
It
All right.
is.
While we put the credits up there, let's discuss what we are planning, because we're going to have the debate here in a little bit. It starts in 30 minutes of my time,
Okay.
8 o'clock Central.
Yes, sir.
How do you want to
Well,
do that? Are y'all going to be
last-
in dis? Are y'all going to be in
Last time
Discord?
we just sort of hang out in a voice channel on mute, and we all watch on our own TVs in our own homes, and we
Okay.
pop in and make comments when there's a break.
All
And
right,
then we
make
have
a
nice
comment.
debate after the debate.
Is hearing somebody yell, "That's a bunch of bullshit." Is that constitute a comment?
It might. Fuck
Probably
Trump.
a lot of that.
They
Remember
work for the debate.
afterwards, we'll have a lot to talk about. There'll be so much cannon fodder, it'll be pitiful.
Right,
I
but we
plan on
usually
being
don't
in
do it while
Discord.
they're
I am
talking.
going to be in the Discord room. So, yeah, I'm going to go
All
get
right.
something to eat first, but then I'll plan on being in the Discord room and get my
Then we need
technical
to
guy
know
in
if you're
here to give me
something to
sound
eat.
on this TV over here. I can play TV on it, regular. I can go to the debate, but I don't get sound through that thing. And
Well, I
he's got to
appreciate
come
you
in
guys
here and
inviting
fix that
for
shit.
a couple minutes, by the way, John. I mean, even though I didn't mean to voice Bob the meeting, but I had a couple things I wanted to say, and I'm sure you guys always like hearing from me anyway.
Oh, we do. We do.
Yeah.
Everybody is welcome at this table, babe.
Yeah.
That's the rule around here. Hey, let me
Yeah.
throw out a couple of thank yous. Bravo Chick came in with a $5 donation, said not going back, fired up, and ready to vote. I love that attitude. And Logic Bees came in with $5, said, family, I missed you. Well,
We
Lady,
missed you too, Logic
we
Bee.
missed you too. We did. You made quite an impression the times you've been in here. And Irish Giselle, who has been with us forever, sent $2 in and said, missed you, John, and all the blue dots. God bless.
Aw.
That's Iris. Iris has been with us for forever, just
Yeah.
forever. Some of our Blue Dot family members go all the back through 8 years of this
Wow.
stuff, and so yeah, this family has grown and it continues to grow today. Because why? Because y'all
Because we
share
all
this shit.
share.
Because
all
you
share.
share this shit. If you share
Right.
it, and that button's right down there, you can't miss it. Right down there, big share button. Hit that shit, and this family grows even more.
By the
And
way,
we-
John, did you ever get
Yes.
my phone number? Anybody ever pass my phone number on
I
to you?
think so.
Good. Make sure you.
I
want
did.
think
that
so.
direct-
Yes,
I
it
told
was.
you
It
might
was
not
Mission
use
Chick.
it, but
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a 808 number. That's the whole state of Hawaii.
I-
So if you've got it, lock it in your directory. And
I
then
I
when you
gotta
get ready
give you
to
a
road
call.
trip- yeah, let me try to hook you and Brando up. So if you're headed up to Tennessee, that you
I am,
guys can
yeah.
actually meet, go have coffee, and talk story, and get on
I'd
a
love it.
YouTube video together. That would be fun to see you
I
and
am.
Brando
I am.
both together.
Yeah. This trip is to go see my brother, but it's also to. John's got to clear his mind a little bit. And,
Yep, I don't blame you, brother. You need it, man.
It's-
So
I need-
anyway, let me try to
yeah.
hook you guys up because I'm really good at networking. That's one thing I do really well.
well,
I
sure.
try to get you two together.
I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, so just give me a shout when you're kind of, you got a few moments. Give me a call. We
All
can
right.
talk.
I'll try to do that.
I
Danish.
appreciate that.
And I appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you very much, and come back again.
Thank you,
Because
brother.
we're
Thank you
always
for the
here.
voice. Thank you for having this space. It's a safe
Oh.
space for talk.
okay.
That's it. That's why we're here. All right. And before we head on, let me. Oh, I'm going to mess this up. Let me thank. Who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm gonna go with hooray.
HRA.
1959 came in with a $2 donation. Thank you very much, and I appreciate that. And let me see, Ed, are you with us?
Yes, John.
Thank you, brother,
Yes,
for
John.
coming in. I appreciate it very much.
It's been a pleasure. Want to say we're still here for you, John.
I appreciate that, brother. I lean heavy on this family. I
But I
do.
do want to add this, John.
Yeah.
I cannot stand all the ad attacks by Trump. He's saying
No.
he's going to cut. He's just he's still going to screw the middle class if he's brought back.
He's
Don't
going to get
fuck
desperate in the
middle class
last
and
month,
local.
so stay tuned. There's going to be a whole lot more coming out of his ass.
But
And
we
we're all
cannot
going to.
let our guard down. We got
No.
to encourage the people to vote blue.
Yes. That's what we're all about, brother. It's getting everybody to realize it's your voice. You don't use your voice, don't expect, great things to happen. You need to use your voice, and that voice is in that ballot box, so make sure you get there. Anyway, Ed, thank you
That's
very
what I'm
much,
doing.
brother.
I already checked my registration, so I'm good to go next month.
There you go. That's wise advice. Check your registration. All right, Ed. We'll talk to you later, brother. And let me see, Yelly Man.
Yeah,
Thank you
It's
for
not-
coming in, brother.
it was nice talking to you, and
Come back anytime.
so thank you very much.
You bet. We'll talk
Have a
to you
good
soon.
trip.
I'm,
Have a good
I'm
trip.
hoping. I'm hoping. I need to get my head back in the game. It's not.
I
right now.
understand.
All right. All right. Then we'll
Yeah.
talk to you later.
Yeah.
And George.
Sure.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for giving me a place on the stage and a voice. I
Raise your
appreciate
hand.
it.
We'll
and,
drag your ass up here, baby. That's the way we
Yeah.
play this. That's
I
the way we play
appreciate
it.
the
down
whole Blue Dot family.
here. Well,
That's what gets
we
me
appreciate you being a member of it, brother.
Thanks for being with us, George.
Really.
through.
There
Thank you,
you
Miss
go.
Chick. I appreciate that.
All right, George. We'll see you later then, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Miss Chick.
And John
Oh, Lord, darling. We
I'm
pulled off
exhausted.
another one. Pulled off another one.
pulled off another one.
That's it.
And you know
Oh,
what?
Lord. What?
I do have some shit sharers to call out.
Who in the hell shared this shit? Tell me
Well,
who shared this shit. Who?
You know who shared this shit?
Who?
Rhonda Mort from Missouri, Rebecca
Outstanding.
Wilson from Texas, David Sine from, well, he's actually living in Mexico. I think he might be from West Virginia originally, maybe.
Outstanding.
Jack
Outstanding.
Torres from, I think, California, and Rick Nelson from Alabama, and Becky Sheffield from Georgia. All
And
shared this shit.
We appreciate the hell out of them sharing
And
this
I
shit.
hope every one of them that are in those dangerous states right now are safe after all of the
I hope. Y'all, and I hope you do too. And I appreciate every donation. Wesley Wiseman came in with a $2 donation just now, just to say, waltz across Lion JD. I am looking forward to it. I'm not going to miss a minute of that debate. But on that note, y'all do keep in mind that there are plenty of places where you can donate to victims of this hurricane that just came through. There is a
Yes.
lot of need out there. If you have the opportunity to donate or make an impact in that which is exactly like I said, what I have done and what I'm going to do again. We're all in this shit, and so yeah, keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We also had a couple people that snuck some donations in on YouTube when you weren't looking.
I don't know how to fix it. I'm going to get my tech guy on that shit. That's got to stop. Well, who was it?
Right. Well, Sawhorse threw a couple dollars at you. James Blossom sent 20 and said, "Stay strong. You have great things to do, John." Rick B sent
Thank
25, and Stan Man sent 5. Thank you,
Out.
guys and ladies.
Outstanding. I appreciate that tremendously, and I'll try to get my tech guy on there to figure out how come those aren't showing up here, because they should. If Miss Chick is seeing them, I should see them too.
Well, I have to dig for them. I have to go back
Did you?
in the videos and look, but they sometimes will donate after the fact, and oop, there
Yeah.
they are.
There you go. All right. Well, we appreciate all of it. Your Patreon, those names going by that you see us that support us every month on a monthly basis. It is what gave birth to the show and allows it to continue. And I want to thank everybody that has sent cards and letters and your thoughts to us. It means a lot to my kids and to me. And because we miss her terribly. And it's going to be that way for a while. And so I appreciate all of you. Anyway, we will be live again on Thursday night. Oh, but tonight we're going to get ready for this. Somehow I'm going to be in the Discord. We're going to figure out how I can hear and talk at the same time. Anyway, until Thursday, then y'all take care of yourself. Best thing you can do for yourself and others is just try to put a smile on that face, baby. Put a smile on that fit, and then find somebody to give it away to. Anyway, I love you all, and thank you for being here. Miss Chick, thank you, baby.
You're welcome, John. Good night.